Hey guys, it's been a little bit. We did some off-roading, life got in the way. I had two graduations, a friend and the oldest graduated Friday. So we've been doing family stuff too. What?
So here's part two.
Yeah, this is gonna be part two. So we're gonna pick back up where we left off. As a recap, I guess, we've got most of the front output shaft all together, or I'm sorry, front input shaft, because this comes from the transmission. The idler gears in the center are all in and ready to go. We have our rear output sitting here. I don't know if you can see that or not, but it's here. And we're gonna finish with the front output shaft.
There wasn't as much cussing involved in that one as we thought there was.
The snap ring sucked still.
It did. That was about it.
Yeah. Just an FYI before we get started, for this cover, we're missing the seal. I went and bought one. They said it was right. It was wrong. The one that come in the kit, it was wrong. So.
Which just wasn't there. There was only two of them.
Oh yeah, that's right. There was only two. Because again, we bought, I say we, I, this is one of them I situations. I bought a rebuild kit for a non-divorced transfer case. So it only come with two instead of three. That was my bad. Now I'm paying for it, trying to find one. But that won't be in and the yoke won't be on by the time we get done. I apologize ahead of time. But
we'll still show you that part.
Yeah. If you're doing this, you should know how to put a seal in and put a yoke on. So let's get busy. Okay guys, so we've set it up on some 2x material and we're gonna start putting it together. We have it set up so we can have room for our shaft to come through and not bottom out. So the first thing we're gonna put in is our thrust washer. Make sure it's lined up. Then we got this big honking gear. Sorry, I don't know the names of them. Okay, then our shift ring, I guess. I'm gonna have to reach under here. Okay, that's in there. Then I'm gonna put some lube on it. You know, everyone likes a little lube. Slather it all up. The whole output, yeah, the whole shaft.
As long as that sits on the shift fork, all is well. We'll get the bearing put in there.
All right. That part's in. Alrighty. We already put our gasket up there. We have the bearing race, whatever, put in. It's gonna sit on there. Matt's gonna give her a little looby-doob. All right, let's see if I can put this on without getting everything all over me. And there we go. Snug fit. And because it's car stuff, I'm gonna do a pattern. My dad taught me if you just use 2 fingers, that's basically 20 foot-pound. Hold it. I'm not putting a lot of force in it, I'm just holding it down. 2 fingers, that's close. All right. Bada bing, bada bang.
All right, guys, now that we got that part in there, we got everything in, we're gonna put the seal, we're gonna put the cover on. So there is underneath here, the little oil hole. You can see it down here, and then you've got the little notch right here. Just make sure that those line up. I've already got the gasket on here. I've got it RTV'd on that side, and then RTV on this side. Next to that. Now, unfortunately, I know you don't see a seal in there. This is the one that we were unable to get. So as soon as we get one, we will push the seal in there, and then the yoke will go on top of it.
Yeah. The guy at Advanced didn't know what he was talking about.
Obviously. All right. And these are 20 foot-pounds of torque as well. All right, there it is. Like I said, we'll have to get the seal to do this part.
All right, guys, so we got our gasket on. I put RTV or Permatex or whatever you want to call it on it. We have our little tooth gear right here in our shift fork all lined up. So now we're gonna, you got two options. You can lean this over, back up on 2x material and put it on, or you can pick it up and put it on. Either way works. This way that I'm about to do it is pick it up and put it on. I'm probably gonna fight a little more. Maybe not, we'll see. But here we go. There it is. Shove some bolts in it so it don't go nowhere. And we'll torque these to 20-ish foot-pound. Okay. All right. All right, guys, so back up top now, and we're gonna put our detents and springs in along with our little plugs for the roll pins. Make sure you can see your detent. They're lined up, filling up that hole. And just drop it in. And then our kit came with new springs, so we're going to use those. Throw them in there. And as soon as I can get this to start, we'll screw it in. There it goes. And then same thing. Thank you, Matt. On the other side, make sure it's good and lined up. And was that the right one?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Is it the same? Oh, okay.
All right, there's that. Let's use the wrong hammer for this. Whatever. Okay, we'll use a ball peen. And we're just gonna drive them in flush. I'm gonna have to make us some standing deals. because I'm tired of falling through this one. There it is. That'll keep the water out and the mud and everything else.
All right. And for the last cover, this is one we actually had a seal for. Again, there's another oil hole at the bottom. So we got to line up our oil hole with the oil hole. Down here, line up with that one. On it goes. All right, guys, so we're gonna start getting the yokes on. Unfortunately, on the front side of this, we still don't have this seal. So we're just gonna have to wait till we get a seal to put this yoke on. However, we do have a seal in this one.
And nice back here.
Not nice and pretty. So we got it all lubed up, for lack of a better term. You can put anti-seize in here. You can put grease in here. Whatever is gonna keep it from not sticking. And then we got our little cover that's going to go on there to help cover the seal, and then it just slides on just like that.
I'm telling you, I know what I'm doing.
Just barely. All right, I think it's down. You want to get yours tightened down?
Yeah.
So he's got the other side. He's just tightening it down, and this is just going to be the easiest way we know to hold both of these to torque them down. All right, guys. So what we're kind of doing to be able to hold these is he's putting in the loops for the yoke on one side. For the drive shaft. The loops for the drive shaft into the yoke, and then we'll be able to put a breaker bar through it to hopefully be able to hold it enough. And then once we get done on this side, we will then put the loops on this side and tighten the other side. All right, so now we're down to torquing it down. 120.
Yep.
All right, let's see if we can do it.
Okay, so change to plans number 50-ish.
1,000.
Yeah. While struggling trying to tighten these, Matt brought up a great point that we was doing all this work, and then we were gonna have to change these yokes anyway when we buy drive shafts, because we're going to 1350 U-joints instead of 1310s, and we'll have to change the yokes for that anyway. And yeah, so tighten these to 120 unless you're changing yokes.
When you get the yokes you won't.
Yeah. Yes, when you get the yokes you want, or if you're reusing your old ones, 120 foot-pound. Otherwise, for this video, we're gonna say they're torqued, but know that we are changing these out to 1350 yokes. So we'll torque them when we get them and everything's in the truck, like we talked about before. Matt's over here making a bunch of noise. All right, one of the final pieces is a side cover. Let's see a bolt.
There is no gasket.
Yeah, our kit didn't come with one. So RTV it is, or Permatex, or whatever you want to call it. I will always call it RTV.
Oh, half an Ooga, not half of an Ooga Dooga.
No, half an Ooga.
Ooh.
Now that one felt funny.
That one did.
No, this one.
Oh.
Where you going?
Done.
Only thing left is your fill and drain plugs.
Which go on the other side.
Yeah, but they just screw in. Oh, Matt's gonna. lift this heavy thing and yeah, we're sitting on a wrench. There we go. And then one goes here, one goes here. All right, guys, that's it. That's an MP205, reassembled, working-ish. I mean, we, still have this stuff to fix.
We have a seal. We have to buy.
A seal?
A find.
I'll find it. I'll have it by the time we put the yokes on, which is by the time we'll have to have that before then, because we don't want dirt and stuff getting in it, putting it underneath. Anyway, that's going to conclude assembly process of an MP205. It's not hard. Time consuming, but not hard. Go slow, take your time. Anyone can do it. I mean, you always got this video to watch. Do it step by step. You'll be okay.
Yep. Lots of pausing.
Yep.
Lots of grease on your phone.
Oh yeah.
That's
too.
fine. There's plenty of grease on my camera. All works.
Yeah. Hey, there's nothing wrong with using YouTube University.
So, with that said, if you like what you see, like, subscribe, and share.
And that's going to do it for us until next time. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.